Welcome to this week's market drama. We'll begin with the S&P 500, which was up 2.2% for the week. It is now up 17.6% year to date. NASDAQ was up even a little bit higher, 2.4% for the week. It is now up 35% year to date. Also worth noting that oil fell another 1.6% for the week. We're now at $75 per barrel, which, as I mentioned in the prior weeks, lower oil prices acts as a deflationary pressure, not just here in the US, but globally, which is good news considering we want inflation pressures to come down. So the stock rally had a lot of the same attributes as to why we've seen strong market performance the last couple of weeks. We had core CPI and headline CPI come out last week, and it was better than expected, meaning we saw inflation come down, right? Headline CPI fell from 3.7 to 3.2, and core CPI fell from 4.1% to 4%, which is still well above where the Fed wants it to be, right? They want it to be closer to 2 to 3%, but directionally continues to come down. And you combine that with the fact that we had retail sales do a little bit better than expected, right? If you do the control group, which exclude gas, autos, building materials, and food services, this is the calculation that kind of feeds into GDP. It rose 0.2% month over month, and there was an upward revision to the prior month, right? So you have this situation where inflation continues to come down, and data on the economy side, like retail sales, shows that the economy is slowing down a bit, but it's not showing signs of a recession, right? So that's kind of the sweet spot for the markets to see, and hence why we've seen the markets perform the way that they have. It is worth noting that the rally does continue to be very narrow. What that basically means is that only a couple of stocks are driving the market higher rather than a broad set of stocks. So for instance, the S&P 500 is now down only 6% from all-time highs. While if you do the equal weighted S&P 500, right, so that you kind of remove the fact that some stocks account for a significant portion of the S&P 500, you are down 12% from all-time highs, right? So a couple stocks are driving most of the gains. And in order to see the stock market to really rally, you want to see that narrow to broaden, right? And that will be a really good indication that the market could continue to go higher. That is it for this week. It's a pretty quiet week with Thanksgiving coming up. So we'll see what happens to the markets and stay tuned for next week. Have a great Thanksgiving.